Skyscraper shadows, Lumina's pulse pumps the ground. Bridges arch like hungry jaws. The walk. Water flows unbound, street lights humming beats, concrete jungles alive, zoning laws and dreams collide, city vibes thrive. Lumina Bay, where the skyline kisses the haze, neon whispers the city's endless maze, from industrial ports to suburban yards that play. This heart's electric, Lumina Bay. Night falls heavy, trains snake through the veins, cyclists cut through whispers in midnight's terrains. Gridlock symphony, honking horns serenade, towering giants shrug clouds their own parade. Seagulls roam with drone beats, ebb and flow clash, corporate towers float with markets wheeling cash. Parks breathe green amidst the siren shriek, Lumina symphony, its rhythm unique. Lumina Bay, where the skyline kisses the haze, neon whispers the city's endless maze, from industrial ports to suburban yards that play. This heart's electric, Lumina Bay. Roundabouts dizzy, traffic's intricate ballet, every bus, every tram in Lumina they sway. Power grids buzz like trails paint the skies, ambitions elevate, skyscraper high. Lumina Bay, where the skyline kisses the haze, neon whispers the city's endless maze, from industrial ports to suburban yards that play. This heart's electric, Lumina Bay. Night falls heavy, trains snake through the veins, cyclists cut through whispers in midnight's terrains. Gridlock symphony, honking horns serenade, towering giants shrug clouds their own parade.
Hello everyone, hello and welcome to another episode of Lumina Bay. As many of you have seen, many of you may be watching, see the title, 141,000 people within the city. 141,465, and that is spread out between Aspen Hills and pretty much all of Hamilton Heights. And, throughout the entire area, right? In our last episode, it looks a little different. We had a severe weather going through last week that cut out my internet, and for nearly 45 minutes, I didn't realize it was going, or that my internet was gone. This game is offline. It's an offline game, so really it didn't affect anything. What it did affect is we were working on several things. We were working on several things. So for 45 minutes, it was kind of recorded but not captured. Or recorded but not streamed. So I'm going to do a quick recap of what we did and what we fixed. So we've got the Hamilton Heights area. We determined that, to be honest, a leisure district in this area is just a lot of problems. So I decided that I was going to add in high density housing in here instead and keep it all set up as is. There is a grand mall with a parking structure and a modern art museum with a parking structure over here. We also completed the airport. As you can see, it looks completely new. We have the luxury hotel here. Really cool looking with parking of its own. The airline headquarters, so that way we have our own airline. Let's see the airline info. We are flying Chirp Air out of this international airport with an ample amount of parking. We also have a news station. CS1 is the news outlet with a little parking lot. And Ujoy Entertainment. This is a Korean. They did a Korean pack into the game. It is not a mod. It's a regular pack. So it is a Korean entertainment thing. And so I was like, you know what? That'd be cool. Put a couple of places here. Nice K-pop entertainment agency building. We also have the airport in generally is just complete. And it has moved already, let's see, info, 127,000 passengers. That would be either tourism or people moving into the city. We expanded off the stream, unfortunately, because, again, I realized that I kind of realized it way too late. This is going to be our next little area of housing on this island. We're going to start building up, and we're just going to start moving. When we lost the stream, we were working on the industrial harbor. And then I moved over here to Elizabeth Landers Island. It is an island. I told you guys I was trying to build the island, or I was going to build the island up, and so I did. Worked out some traffic in the interim, and it was great. Don't know why this didn't save, but there was a concrete median here. Okay. We've got pretty much good traffic all the way through. No problems. Okay. Great. Good stuff. We also, lastly, we put bridges that lead over to the middle. So what's going to happen is we are finished with Kent Square, Orchard Park, Hamilton Heights. We're finished. All of Aspen Hills, we are done. The only thing we are going to focus on today is number 1. We are going to do Lumina Bay Commercial Airport, and we're going to do it right. Okay? We're going to redo this whole airport today because we now have a level 3 international airport over here, and that is the requirement for a cargo airport, is you have to have a level 3. So we're going to redo this today, and then we're going to move on. We're going to move on to downtown, the outer islands, the harbors, the housing here, houses out here, housing on this island. I think actually this island's going to be a fishing island. I think I'm going to do this a fishing island. Anyway, something like this over here, which we will also complete today, a fishing area. We have one here. We have one small one right here, the Kent Square Fishing Complex. We'll have another one out here in the Otter Island somewhere. Downtown, I think, is going to be our... I don't know if I want to do downtown last, or do I want to go ahead and do it now? Because there's going to be a lot of office space. Just a lot of office space. A lot of offices, commercial spacing. There's really not going to be anybody living in it. And if there is, it's going to be peppered in. It's not going to be... And it's going to be a lot of the skyscrapers from some of the Art Deco stuff. Like, a lot of the skyscrapers from... like all these skyscrapers out here. We're gonna have all these different skyscrapers within this city. And we're also gonna have a mall of marbles out here. We'll have a mall of marbles. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Where are we gonna begin? Well, let's turn around and go this way, because we're going to begin with the commercial airport. We desperately want a commercial airport. We desperately want it. Desperately. So, how is this going to work? Well, we're going to keep it paused, and we're going to delete some shit. Let's go underground first. That's our train entrance. We're gonna leave it there. And this is our entrance from the complex. We're gonna leave that there. Okay, we're gonna go back up now. We're gonna just delete everything. We're gonna delete everything. What I can do is I can actually go ahead and grab this, just grab everything here, and hit the delete button. Fantastic. We've just cleared the internet, or the commuter airport, or the commercial airport. Let's also delete, or actually no, we're not going to delete this. We're going to move it. We're going to move it right in the middle of here. Just kind of right here. So that way, let's move this again. Oops. All right. So we are now about to have a commercial airport. So what's the first thing we're going to want for a commercial airport? Let's go over here. We need to go all the way in the back here. We need a cargo terminal. All right, we need a cargo terminal. We're going to have a cargo terminal, right? So let's put in a cargo terminal. Right, so we're going to do a cargo terminal. I'd say we're going to do a cargo terminal right about here. Let's do a cargo terminal right here. We're going to have multiple cargo terminals. And we'll do a cargo terminal right here. Alright, so check this out. We've got 2 cargo terminals. Now, we're going to need large cargo terminal roads. Right? No, actually, we need regular cargo... I'm sorry. Regular cargo terminal roads. We're going to take them up. Now, what you're going to want out here is a lot of warehousing. A lot of warehousing. Cargo, this is the airport cargo train station. Yeah, we'll have that out here. That is going to go, let's spin that out a bit to about right there. We'll do this, and we will cut in. That's going to go right here. Now we have an airport cargo train terminal. Okay. We have cargo aircraft stands, right? So we've got decorative airport stands. We're not going to use those. We're going to want cargo airplane stands. So what are we going to do with the cargo airplane stands? Well, we're going to put them right here. Right? So we need some stuff here. So let's grab more cargo airport stuff, right? So, there. And then we're going to do this all the way out to like, well, first off, okay. This is where our cargo is going to be, our airport stands are going to be. We'll have one here. We're just going to put them, we're just going to kind of fill them up. We'll leave one spot in between them. Okay. Now, sweet. We're going to do the exact same thing here. Okay, so we now have our terminal, our cargo stands for this airport. Now, one of two things, right? We got a major situation here. We need runways. We need multiple runways. This is going to be a very busy cargo airport. We need runways. So let's put one right here, right? And we'll build one right here. And these runways need to be long enough because oh wait, shit. That's a problem. Okay. I did forget about that for about a brief second, but I remembered it. Okay. So we need airports, and that's actually fine. That actually works out because I can put the runway right there, and it'll work out the way it works out. All right, now we'll do it like this, and then we'll connect it up. Let's do this, right? Like that, cool. Now, we'll need this to go out to here, right? So we'll do it out to here. And we'll just do it right back out to that way. So that way, everybody knows which way they're going, right? So now, we only really want, I'm going to be honest with you, we only really want one way to get out and one way to get in. Especially here, because it's going to be a very, very, very big airport. Very busy airport. Okay. Okay. All right, so now we have the airfield. There's a way to get to this way. There's a way to get in here and go this way, and then also people will just turn it anyway. We'll keep doing this. So now we want to connect these up. All right, let's go a little bit out here. Go out one, and then we'll go right back out to there, right? So now we have planes able to go around the circuit and come back through. We'll right there, and then we'll put this right there for them. Okay, cool. Now let's keep moving, shall we? All right. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll do it here to there. We'll grab this. We'll kind of maneuver it to there. And then we will then maneuver it into there. Sweet. Now, straight, 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 straight. And there we go. So now we have a fully, I would say, encapsulated, but it's not. We need one way to get over here. Oh, I forgot. Okay, that's fine. Boom. There we go. No, you know what? No. Okay, see now look how that looks. So anyone trying to go this way will come down here, go into there, and go in there. Anyone coming from this way will go in here and come down into here and turn it. So it works out the way it works out. So we have our airport now. So we've got double runways, we've got 2 runways, and we've got a full set of commercial airport area, right? Few things we're going to need here. Well, we're definitely going to need an ATC tower. 100% going to need one. So we're going to put one. So we'll put an ATC tower. We'll put that right here. This ATC tower controls the entirety of the area. What we'll do is we'll just kind of maneuver it into there. Right. Cool. ATC tower. Right. Let's go back. We're still going to need some stuff. We need a radar. We're going to need a radar, and we'll put the radar right out here. We're going to need a radar site is the thing. We'll put the radar right here. Perfect. We also need a elevated radar dome. We're going to need several different radars over here because this is an airport. We'll find a place to put those, but those are the 3 radars we're going to have here, right? Alright, so here's how this works. We're going to need a few things on this area, right? We're going to need a few things. We're going to need some, obviously, we're going to need some warehousing to kind of hold on to some of the, right? But here's the problem. That's a pretty big warehouse, right? We've got, problems here. It's nothing too serious. We are going to need some warehousing, so let's do this. And as much as I like to have the big warehouse, we are not going to do that. We're going to put 2 commercial grade just for goods warehouses out here, just 2 big ones. That'll kind of satiate the need for warehousing. Alright, now we need to connect these 2 roads. Right? Those 2 roads are connected. Now, well, we've got a slight thing going on here. Well, that's fine. That's 100% fine. We'll work on this, right? So now, we need some connections so that trucks and vehicles can move, which is, again, I will say this, there is no connections needed on this road because they'll all go to the cargo terminal. They'll come in here, they'll go out here. I mean, it's one of those things, right? So let's make the connection, but we're gonna make the connection anyway. We'll make the connection right there. We will make the connection right there, and we will push this out there and make it there. And then that will be enough connection for trucks to maneuver in and out of where we need it to be, right? So, what do we have now? What are we needing now? Well, we got a problem here that we need to solve. Let's grab a highway. Oof. 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 That's unfortunate. That's tough. We may need to rework this entire highway system. We're gonna need to rework the entire system. Okay. That's fine. We'll rework the entire system. Alright. Let's do this real fast. Upgrade. Now. Alright. That is the best we're going to get on this front because that is what we're going to do. So now, what we'll do is we'll take this road and we will just push that to here, right? And we'll push this one to here. I don't just want it to there. Yep. Just bring it out one and then. All right, now we're also going to want one way in over here. Well, wait a minute. We got one way in, right? We got one way out. So everybody just filter in and filter out. Filter in and filter out. Okay. So let's grab this tool. I do need road grid lines for this. There we go. Alright, there is our way for trucks to get out around here and they'll go out that way, right? So now we got a way for vehicles to kind of go this way. Perfect. Perfect. Now, a couple things. We are definitely going to want one of two things. A way for people to get over here, right? So, a way for people to get over here. And that's 100% fine, because what we'll do is we'll just straighten our road here to there. Okay. First thing is first. There we go. So now we have a road grid, and we can do this, and we can come out to here, put the road grid line back on, and one, two, three, four. All right, cool. Now I'll just do that there, right? Perfect. Right now, we've got a problem. We have a weird situation. Don't worry, that's been fixed. And then we'll take this and make it a slope. There we go. What we can do with this is we can also kind of add this down a little bit. And that looks a little bit less steep for trucks. Now, kind of comes over here and everybody has a way to get in. Now, we need one way to get out. So let's grab this and let's just do that. Now, check that out, right? So now we have, ooh, that's a problem. That's a bigger problem. That is a bigger problem. So we will have that one down to 4. Sorry, that one down to 4. This one down to 3, and this one down to 2 for the final kind of reduction. Straight, 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 right? Straight, straight, straight. Kind of reduce down, right? Reduce down, reduce down, reduce down to either 2. So now, and then we would go, just everybody stay in their lane. Here, everybody stay in their lane. Now, we will need to do a 4 lane, because obviously, let's refix this. That's fine. That works out, I guess. Let's grab this tool. We'll do some management here. There we go. No. Oh. Well, Lumina Bay is just opened, and oh, I see. You are unfortunately not good. So that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What we'll do is we'll remove this one. Oh wait. Oh, that's why we didn't screw it up like that one did. Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll add something here. Something will be here. You know what? I'll do a fire station right here. We'll do a fire station right here, and we'll be good. It'll look good. All right. So we've got multiple ways of getting in here, right? So now we'll take this one and we'll do just Control S. So everybody goes the way they want to go, and then everybody goes that way, and everybody goes this way to enter in here, right? Now, we're going to just kind of do this. Yeah, I get it. It's probably going to cause some chaos, but I get it. It's probably going to cause some weird, chaotic situation there, but it's fine. This airport is not going to be glamorous. I'll tell you, it's not going to be a glamorous airport. It's really not. It's definitely not going to be glamorous. It's not meant for tourism. This is not meant. The tourists don't come here. It's for cargo, and we're going to have it as such. It's going to be as such. It's going to be cargo. This is going to be for cargo. It's not. This is just. It's just not. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and use these roads. Right, sitting here thinking about it. We grab some of these. No, keep going, Dag. Going back this way. Go back this way. This way. Yep, there we go. Just grab this and kind of just add it there. Oh, well, you know what? Alright, then we'll just do this. Take it to there. Why? Why are we doing that? I'm pretty sure you're asking why I'm doing that. Well, that's fine. You are allowed to ask. Because definitely gonna put more. More road. There we go. Check that out. So now we have a large warehouse, and we'll do some small warehouses here. Let's see if we can fit them in. We cannot. We can fit one there, though. Let's grab the Move It mod. We definitely want to fit the warehouse in here. So there we go. There's a warehouse. Now we've got a warehouse there. Just an open air one. We'll set that as goods. It'll work just fine. Let's keep warehousing. We want warehouses up in this district, man. This district is going to be warehouse galore. It's going to be just nothing but warehouse. Just nothing but warehouse. Warehouse, warehouse, warehouse. Ah, that's a problem. That's a train. That's a train warehouse. That's a train warehouse. You can't use that one here. Alright, so now we've got warehouses galore. We got warehouses, just a lot of warehouses down here for different items. So we'll have one of these bigger ones for like paper. One of these bigger ones for what we've actually made a decent amount of paper over here. We've got a decent amount of paper production. Paper, plain timber. So we've got a decent amount of paper production over here. So what we'll do is we'll put one of these. We'll deliberately take 400 tons. That's 750 tons. We will take this one and we'll make this paper. And we'll take this one and we'll make this paper. And then this one. Actually, no, we'll take one over here. This one and we'll make this paper. We now have storage for paper. Now, what else are we producing? We're producing oil. We got one major already for oil or petroleum. Oil, petroleum, plastics, right? Plastics, petroleum. We got one plastics plant. Do we have anything for storing plastics? Is it just all based on merit? It is. Let's push the output a little bit. So let's make this plastics. Make this plain timber. Pause. We'll make this one plain. No, we'll make this one plain timber and this one plain timber. Right? Okay, so now we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more of these. Well, we're planning to do we have an oil field. We have a forestry. We need farming. What are we producing here for farming? Flour, right? We have a place for flour here. We have multiple places for animal products. Let's see what we need here. We have unique factories, by the way. That's what my bad. I'm going to stop this from being plastics. We want this to be unique. Actually, no, we'll keep this being plastics. So we're going to do a unique factory setup somewhere that has all of the necessary requirements. Let's go to our unique factory. So we have a bakery, right? That's fine. We have an industrial steel, which is what we need for ore. We need ore plant. Household plastics factory. This thing takes petroleum and plastic goods and makes into household plastics. Okay, cool. Toys takes paper, plain timber, and plastic. Okay. Printing press takes paper and plastic. Lemonade takes crops, plastic and crops. Electronics is plastic, glass, and metals. And clothing, let's see. Clothing is crops, plastic, animal products, crops, and plastic to make clothing. Petroleum refinery. How big is this? This is pretty damn big. That's pretty damn big. Holy crap. That's definitely not going in here. We got a lot of just... petroleum takes petroleum, plastic, and metals. Soft paper is paper, petroleum, and plastic. Car factory is animal products, plastic, glass, and metal. Food factory is animal products, flour, paper, and plastic. Sneaker factory is crops, paper, petroleum, plastic. Modular houses is plant timber, plastic, glass, and metal. And the shipyard, which is the biggest industry, which produces a shit ton of stuff, is plant timber, plastic, glass, and metal. So these are the big ones. These are the big ticket items. And we're going to do them somewhere within the area. I'll probably do them over here. Most likely, we'll make a lot of industry out here. This may be the area where we do all the factories. All the factory industry. Which actually doesn't make that bad of a sense. We may delete this. There's going to be fish. We got fish factories and stuff too. We may delete this island. We'll probably do that. Let's go back to the airport. Airport is almost done, right? It's almost operational. We need train, right? So 2 ways to get stuff in, 2 ways to get stuff out, right? Road and train. Well, three ways. Road, train, and air. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab that, and we'll just take this, and then we'll just dump it out to like here, and then we'll just try to make this the best that we can. There we go. Perfect. Let's straighten this a little bit. And then grab the... I think it's gravel. Yeah, it's gravel. Now we have train access to the airport. Now what we'll do is we need to go down, down, down. Cool. So, gotta do that. Now, a couple of issues. Good. Good there. Now, we are going to... This is going to be a very noisy area. So let's do this. All the areas that I don't need to be clear, we're going to go ahead and just make into tree. There we go. See, and then now what we'll do is we'll also take some of this tool here. We'll take, lower the brush size a bit, grab that piece, and we'll just do it to here. So that way this is kind of like a giant waterway for fishing. Because again, we're going to do fishing. And this is going to be moving water. So this is really going to be good for salmon. This is really going to be good for salmon. Salmon's really going to be well off here. Right? Salmon is really going to be well off here. Right, so let's do that. Now, let's just go ahead and take this all the way around into here, right? And we'll just do this. This just going to take away some of the landing. And there we go. Check that out. There we go. We've got all of this situationally. Retroactive water, right? Waterfront. Most airports are right on, especially ones on the pier, on the beach, especially ones like right on the on the pool or on the water, like on the coast, are right up against like the waterfront. Why? Because it just saves space, and it also cuts back on the need for security, in my opinion. You just gotta put some cameras and be like, oh, there's a boat out there, call the Coast Guard. Like, Like, it's just... There we go. We'll just do this all the way through, all the way up to about right there. And we'll just cut that in. And then we'll just kind of cut this in. Now we're going to soften this out because, yeah, we'll just soften these parts. Soften, soften, soften. There we go. Soften these parts. There we go. So there we go. There is our airport, and we'll go ahead and press play. And now, people should start moving in here. People should start moving into this area. But the one thing we do need here is water. We got a lot of problems here. And you know what I did forget too? I forgot to connect this up over here. And then, look at that. That's a problem. That's a major issue. Let's fix this, because this is a major problem. That's a major problem. Let's take this here. Hold up. Give me my one ways. We'll go ahead and just, you know what we'll do? We'll go ahead and just delete this. We'll go ahead and delete that. It's not really going to save us any issue. It's not going to really save us anything in that sense of the word there. It really is not. It's just going to cause us more issue. If anything, we'll see how the traffic works with that in mind there. We'll see if we just remove that, it'll work out the way it works out. Alright, let's grab water piping. We'll run it through all the grandstands. Bring it through all the way down here. Run it all the way down to there. Run it all the way down to here. And back to here. I'll just make sure it gets connected up. We need a fire station out here. We need an airport fire station. Where's my airport fire station? There it is. Cool, cool. Airport fire station. Let's center it. Let's make it centered here. There we go. She's centered. Perfect. We've got an airport fire station out here. Ready? Oh, I see. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's some neat trick. That's some neat trick you got there. There we go. Woohoo. We'll just do this. Perfect. That's some neat trick you got there. And what we'll do, we'll take our radar and we'll move it out here. We'll move it out here right next to the fire station. Right? Take all of our radar systems and we'll put them right out here by the fire station. Perfect. We are also going to want evacuation ability out here, which is fine. We can just put that in right there, far enough away where nobody's going to hit it. And we will just pepper in a evacuation building out here. Pepper in an evac building, even though nobody out here really is going to evacuate. They're all going to die anyway, so it does. Yeah, no, that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible when I say it like that, but it's the damn truth. It's like if a tsunami comes just like last time, it'll come in through the bay and it will be pretty much unabated by land, and it'll just smash right into this area. This area in general is like the worst area for tsunami. Once this is built, this will be like a bad area too, but like a lot of the land will stop the water. All right, last but not least, we are going to need a power supply, which I can place. We're going to need a big power supply out here. There we go. We're going to need a big power supply. It's a big facility and have some power out here. So boom, we have power. Perfect. We got power now. Sweet. Let's go ahead and press play, and we should fix all of our issues here pretty quickly. And there we go. We have a commercial airport. Attractiveness. Let's see what our attractiveness is currently. This doesn't have an attractive score. What? This doesn't have attraction? Really? There's no attraction to the cargo airport? Like, what the hell? This is a commercial airport. Oh, that's why. Yeah, it's not going to go past 1. It's a cargo. There's no attraction. It's literally just cargo. We'll raise this up to 2 and see just how the traffic problems get solving or go to solve or attempt to solve. All right, and we are starting to see the water maneuvering in and kind of taking its place and filling up the areas and the cracks. And yeah, we're doing good out here, folks. Our commercial airport has been successfully built. Let's see, we've got one way to get in, one way to get out, another way to get in, another way to get out. Perfect. Perfect. We have now completed 2 airports in an airport in a little under an hour. That works. It took us an hour to build the airport. Sweet. Let's actually build this like closer to some spot here, because this is going to be that's going to cause issues. That's going to cause issues. That is 100% going to cause some issue. That won't cause issue. And look, steady stream of trucks flowing in, steady stream of trucks flowing out. We got what we need. We got what we need, where we need it, and how we need it. Like, it's great. We're doing good. Good job, guys. Woo, way to work. All right. The commercial airport is good, and we now have a large stream of vehiculars, streaming in and out and trying to go into the random spots. And actually, traffic has cleared up a little bit since we removed that little tunnel. That's pretty funny. Okay. We're doing good. No traffic problems anywhere. Just quick check. Some heavier traffic here, but that's going to be usual. Even over here, there's no real traffic issue. Well, there is a little bit of backup. That's just because people are being stupid. Okay. People are being stupid. All right. Well, that's normal. All right, let's look at this really cool looking freaking airport here while we have a chance. We're talking about airports. I wish you guys could have seen this. I wish I'd have known that we weren't connecting, or we weren't connected to the internet sooner, because I did a lot of just kind of like landscaping here and made actually look decent airport. Like, this is just really well landscaped, and I mean, I think it looks great. It's a shame that you guys missed it. It is a shame that you guys missed it. What is this? What's the problem here? Is there somebody here causing pollution? What kind of pollution would be caused here? Industry. Nobody here's causing pollution. So why is there pollution? Interesting. I don't know. Huh, interesting. All right. We're done with the commercial airport. The commercial airport's now in full swing, and it is moving smoothly. It is also moving pretty smoothly throughout here, so it looks like we've almost kind of fixed our traffic issue. Kind of fixed our traffic issue. Kind of fixed it. The commercial airport is just received an airplane, so we'll see if he goes. He does. Look at that. There he goes. Bye, airplane. Have a beautiful time. And just like that, we are good on the airport. Perfect. We're good on the airport. It's really good. I appreciate. Let me open up my next water. Always stay hydrated, folks. Hydration is key. Let's get rid of these. Oops. Intersection there, pretty clear in there, pretty clear in there. Oh, no, not clear, not clear. Not clear. Clear intersection in there, and just everybody's flowing the way they should. Everybody's flowing the way they should. We have really just solved our traffic issues. Got some backup here, but that's normal considering this is a route. Oh, we've got some backup here, but this is kind of like ways for people to get in. Oh, we're starting to back people up into here. And that's usual. It's going to be usual here because people live here. And anyway, doing pretty good otherwise. Let's move on. We are done with this part of the map. This part of the map is officially, for now, done. We will, once we expand to the rest of the map, we're going to put in little tiny towns out here. We're going to do little towns, little tiny towns, just out in the boonies kind of towns, and stuff like that. Let's start with the city now. We don't know where to focus. I'm going to leave this like this for now. We're going to leave this like this for now. We're going to come back to it. Let's really and truly, let's start out. We actually aren't ready yet. Oh, we got a traffic issue. You are on my nerves. Go away. That's part of the issue. Okay, I can see that now. This place is running up on water here. It's just the water's kind of just, I need to put a pumping service out here or something. I don't know. All right. Let's work on the road out here. So we're going to do a 2-lane like we've always done. Let's upgrade that down to a 2-lane, and let's grab the kind of the spinny the spinning tool here. Okay. Now what that is right there is a way for people to get in. So now we have kind of a, we're going to need to, we're going to push it this way. We're going to push the road this way. And we'll do one over here. Make the road just kind of split all the way down. Alright, check that out. We have done something here, but now we've got a weird, odd-looking intersection here. Straighten everybody out here. Now, it's that's quite steep. There we go. She's sloped. And we're doing good. Alright. So now we've got a problem that I'm going to address. Real fast, going to address it. Let's address it. Where is my 2 lanes? There we go. Boom. Boom. There we go. Alright. Boom. Now, do that. Alright. Now this is a major kind of intersection here. It's going to be a lot of traffic issue in this spot. Let's slope that before we forget about it and make it look weird. Alright. Make sure that we get this right. So, turn lane. Ooh, no, wait a minute. Turn lane. Turn lane. Straight lane. Straight lane. Turn lane. Turn lane. Turn lane. Ooh, wait, what? Interesting. Interesting. That's a very interesting lane. I wish I had 5 or 6 lanes here, fellas. I do. I do. I really wish I had 6 lanes. I wish I had the ability to put like 8 lane here, but like 6x2, because it would be that would work here. Excuse me. Now let's take this tool. Let's grab that. Turn there. Good. Turn off and turn on. Good. Alright, all of this is going to be turned off. We'll install walking paths here. Let's just push everybody through. Alright. Okay. So now we have a way for people to get into Orchard Park and a way for people to get to the interstate. The interstate's going to be neat. Real quick, let's do the... Oops, Control S, right? Oh, it didn't work. Just real quick, do the laning there. Okay, perfect. So now we have 2 ways to get like this area, right? So this is going to be one part of the area, and it'll lead this way. We'll have another way to get over here into Hamilton Heights, and that's going to be from over here. So let's grab a road tool, grab the double lanes, and what we're going to do, we need to just lower this. This is just needing to get lowered. Alright, we just want this to be as not steep as humanly possible here. And I think that's going to be the best not steep I can get. And then we're just going to keep it going all the way out to right there. Cool. And then what we'll do is we'll have an interstate exit right there. There's the general harbor. And that's actually going to work out. It makes this a really good spot for the harbor. I like it. I like it a lot for multiple reasons. So we'll make... Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. We've got an interstate exit here now. I'm sorry, when I say we have an interstate, we will have an interstate exit there. There's a good little intersection there. We'll fix this in a minute. This is going to be the way that people get in and out of this area to this area and come in through the interstates that want to come in, you know. And I think we are just going to kind of snake this one along. We'll actually snake... Let's grab it from about right there. And we'll just snake this one. I'll make sure it's straight. Make sure the road's not curvy. Go out by 2. Make sure the road's not going to curve. We don't want curving. That's curving. Not. We're going to kind of do something here, and we're just going to kind of make a freeform road. Make it just like a little pyramid. Thank you for redeeming the points. Not currently, no. We are doing our episode of Lumina Bay. So this is our episode stream that we do every weekend. Unfortunately, I will be working for most of this weekend, so I will not be able to do it on Saturday or Sunday. So unfortunately, not right now. We'll be doing this for about 3 hours, and so we'll probably end this around 2 o'clock. And we will probably stream about 2-ish. We'll probably do 3 streams today. We'll do a Helldiver stream, and then we'll do this. We'll do this, and then a Helldiver stream, and then our Arma stream. We have an Arma event tonight, and we will do that as well. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, so we've got our general layout of the major roading through here. This is going to be a lot of suburbia. We got a lot of suburbs out here, but we'll do a lot of suburbia out here in Lumina Bay. Like, this is the side of this area. We'll do a lot of high-density residential in this area. We're going to have a ginormous downtown. Leisure districts, beaches, places to spend your tourism. That's going to be out here, but we've got the roading out here generally put down to a part. If that makes any sense. All right. I wonder if I want to. Kind of makes me want to. Kind of makes me want to do something right here that will kind of ensure a fast traffic flow. I kind of want to do it here, but we'll have to see how that looks. Right. Let's just start. Oh, there's a interesting. All right. We are definitely going to be putting in more industrial out here. Let's start working on some housing. So, gridding is a thing, right? We don't want to grid onto this road. We don't. So we're going to start our grid right here. We'll get over to the regular road. We're going to start our grid right here. Bring it all the way through. Why? The reason you don't start it on this road is we want these lanes unabated for turning and everybody else, right? So everybody else will have turn lanes and so on and so forth. We do not want anybody getting caught up with the traffic, so to speak. We are going to leave a decent proportion of waterway line because we want to preserve the waterways as much as we can, at least. I say preserve the waterways, but we definitely don't want to encroach in the waterway. Like, as you can see, we got it. This is a major. It's going to be a major open waterway. This is where our ships are going to come through and come into the harbor. We don't want a lot of unnecessary intrusion into said zone. So, like docks and stuff that ship captains would have to maneuver around, so on and so forth. Now, in this little harbor, we can have as many little docks as humanly possible, but or this little river type thing, we can have as many docks as humanly possible. And then there's going to be more housing, right? Now, we're going to want to do more housing on this side as well, so let's go ahead and upgrade real fast at least this portion of the turn. So, you know what, we'll just go ahead and upgrade full. That's an odd situation, but yeah, that's pretty much how this is going to go. That's pretty much how this little turn is going to have to work. Is it's just going to be a weird conglomerate here. Let's kind of maneuver it out a bit. There we go. Perfect. Let's move this back a bit, kind of half it. There we go. Much better, much better. Now we'll have at least like half of the roadway here for people to stretch. Andrew, welcome to the stream. Sorry about that. I may have missed that. Welcome to the stream there, Andrew. We are we're just doing our Lumina Bay episode like we always do, pretty much. Like every weekend. Unfortunately, today's episode is going to have to be on a Friday. Or this week's episode is going to have to be today because I'm going to be working this weekend. Pretty much all weekend, so... We're going to leave that like that. That'll work out there. We're going to do... We'll look into this to see what we can do here. This may be the area where we do our Mall of Wonders. I want to put it here, but I also don't want to put it here. If that makes any sense. That's an interesting circumstance. Let's see. We're going to get the harbor Just trying to figure out what to do next here, ladies and gentlemen. Just apologies. We're going to get this squared away because we'll go ahead and have the harbor set and everything else. Let's grab... ooh, no. There we go. There we are. Perfect. Lumina Bay General Harbor is going to be right here. It'll be really neat, really good to be done here. I don't quite know how we're going to work this, but it will work it. We will do what we can to work it. Okay, so there's our harbor, there's our industrial harbor, and we're going to have a giant industrial complex over here. And what I can probably do, what I'll probably do is I'll just add unique factories out here. This will probably be unique factory space because those are big factories. They're going to be big buildings. Lots of space for people to kind of live, so to speak. Or not live, factories to exist. Let's grab it from right there. Ooh, nope. I want to go in there. Nope. Other one. There we go. Okay. Now there's that. So now we're going to go ahead and again upgrade these to 2x4s. Then we'll upgrade these to 2x4s. Actually, we're going to do just regular ones. We'll do one size. There we go. Those will work out the way they work out. That'll work out that way. Cool. Let's, there we go. There's that. There we go. There's that. Now, cool. That works out. So now we have a kind of a unique looking inter area here to the outer lying area between Elizabeth Lander and like Hamilton Heights in this area. We're down to 139,000 people now. Like, we're losing people, but we're not. Like, it's crazy. All right, we definitely need industrial in order to continue. We're gonna need industrial. Like, we're gonna need industrial. So we've got the housing area mapped out and everything, more places to put more houses. What we're going to need now is literally an industrial area. And that's going to be over here. We're going to do a bunch of industry right over here. So let's get rid of some trees here. Just going to be industrial space right here on the other side of the airport. Just a bunch of little tiny places for industry. We got an entrance here. We'll do one over here, and we'll do one over here somewhere. And that way everybody has their own little entrance, and trucks can go in where they need to. Let's grab the industrial 2-lane. Actually, yeah, industrial 2-lane. We'll make that. And then we will just straighten. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and grab a spin tool. And we'll spin it. And then we'll straighten. Alright, now we've got that one to that one, and it's just, it's going to be a unique situation. Right? Excuse me. Alright, let's do a entrance Yeah, here we go. Here's a perfect little thing right there. Cool. All our industry is going to be up against this road here. So we've got all that road right here, all this industry road. We're going to have industry, and it's going to be a giant industry complex. Let's grab the tool for... Grab the tool for district, and we will make one giant industrial complex right here on the... I believe this is going to be the east end of the airport. If you look at it from out to the sea, so you go out to the sea, which the sea is over here, right? So this is the area of the sea. So this is south, based on what we're using this on the map. This is south. So this is going to be north. So we've got the south one here. We'll have a meta. Yeah, south. Anyway. Okay. So we're north of the city right now. Aspen Hills is the furthermost north part of the city. And the furthermost south is going to be right here. This kind of leads out into the peninsula. There's going to be... I don't have access to any more map. So we'll do what we can. As you can see, it's going to be a tiny peninsula right here. So yeah, there's that. Let's go ahead and just take this and connect it up real fast, so that way... So this is going to be the most eastern, so by the way we were talking, this is going to be the eastern port. Or this is going to be like an eastern kind of deal, right? Because you got the east towards Florida, and you got the west towards, towards Louisiana and Mississippi. So if you were looking at it from that's the north. So this way is east, and this way is west. Well, it kind of makes sense because it's Lumina Bay. Anyway, this here is Lumina Bay. This is the bay proper of what is considered Lumina Bay in the state here. This is a separate bay, which more like a lagoon type thing. I don't know. Unnamed industrial complex. We'll name it soon. I don't know the area yet. So we're going to do a lot of goods trading, stuff like that in this area. Goods, stuff. We're going to have trains crossing, and actually what I need to do is I need to hit up, we're going to have a lot of goods going through here. We'll go ahead and put this area... There's going to be goods or services, or not services. Production here, right? We'll do giant. This will be all the industrials, all of the industrial complex. Let's get it. All right. Interesting. We could even really start with the current needs. How big is that? That's pretty freaking big. That's a big ass industry. I know what I can do. This can be our area for our... Hey, that's a good idea. Stellar idea, bro. Good on me. All right, we'll do a soft paper factory right there. We'll go down here to 1. and we'll go to City Skylines only, and we'll grab, because I have a lot of normal modification stuff. All right. So you got a soft paper factory. Now we need to take the Control H or this Control H to this. So that way that's straight, just like that. Soft paper. So crops, paper, petroleum, and plastic. So we have petroleum. All of this is stuff we've already built, so we'll have the ability to make that. We want a parking lot. Because this is a factory. This is a factory. Parking is essential within the area. So we'll just do a little factory space, a little parking area. And then we'll just set down to 15. Right? We're going to go here, here, and then what we'll do now is we will take the surface paint and we will just paint over this small area. There is the paper factories parking. So now we'll make this a full-on concrete jungle here, because this is a industrial area. This is not, there's going to be a lot of industry. It's not going to be dirt. You're not going to see grass. You're going to see industry. You're going to see concrete. This is where all our mega factories are going to be. All right, we've got the soft paper factory. So now, what do we need here? Well, this is a problem, right? We got 2 lanes dumping into one. So that's fine. We'll dump that into there and that into there. And we'll do some regular factories kind of peppered into this area. So we'll grab this one, Control H it to there, right? We're going to make sure we Control H and get all this stuff set away. So we're going to keep, we need this, and we want the fencing for the, not park fencing, I want oil industry fencing. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Do that. We will we'll do that like that, and then we'll take this piece and we will just start a new factory setting there all the way up to there. Perfect. Now, let's grab the fence again and we'll do that to there to there. And there we go. Now we have one small area of commercial space that will be backed up upon by another mega factory. We're not gonna have a lot going on in here. We're just gonna have mega factories. So we have a paper plant. Well, let's stick to the petroleum aspect of this area. So we have a petroleum factory, a big petroleum factory, right? Let's do that there. Now, we definitely want a road all the way around it for fire department access, so that the fire departments, if this place is a petroleum factory, if this place ever goes up, I promise you, I would be looking at options to be like, hey, what the hell? I would be very upset if my fire department didn't have full 360-degree access to this building. This is a petroleum factory. You have to have that. That is something you just have to freaking have here. We are also going to do some stuff. We're gonna make these into the oil petrochemical. This is not. We're not just quite done yet. Okay. We want some. We'll have some oil storage, and we'll have some more oil production stuff over here. So we've got the petrochemical plant now. We crops, paper, petroleum, sneaker factory. So we got a sneaker factory, and let's kind of put it. We don't want food close to the area that we don't want food close. Actually, and if I'm gonna be honest with you, you also don't want this factory to be on the main highway. That is the other thing. This one will be fine. This one will be fine because it's on a main road, but it'll be fine. It'll be 100% fine. It'll be what it'll be, right? But we don't want this on the main road. We want people to turn in, go through, go around, right? Let us continue. All right, we've got a seafood factory. That's food. We don't want it anywhere near. We don't want food contaminated with the stuff from these places. Furniture factory, plant timber and paper. Well, we'll move that away. A bakery, that's fine. Household plastic factory. Here we go. Perfect. Household plastics, small, very small, very, very, very small, small enough to where I can feel comfortable placing it right there, and it'll be fine. Like, we'll have a household plastic factory. Cool. Now we've got the household plastic factory, so we can't place that anymore. Toy factory, paper, plastics, and plain timber. Look at that. It'll fit down here. Will it fit there? No, it won't fit there. That's unfortunate. We'll do that there. We've got a little toy factory, so we'll do this, and we'll do this, and then we'll have some parking lots here. We'll have a parking lot there. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, well, that's simple enough. All right, so obviously we're going to have parking here. Like, obviously parking is number one for the entire area, right? Perfect. So we have four major factories, all doing some sort of, work in this general vicinity, right? We got plastics, toys, which is plastics, petroleum, which is plastics, metals. Ooh, metals. Oh no, I don't have an ore industry yet. RIP. Does this do paper, plant timber, paper, plastics? I have enough for that. We're going to turn that off. That building's going to be turned off. There's a reason this building's going to be turned off, because we don't have the metals to produce it. Not yet, at least. We have not done ore industry. All right. You know what? Kinda wants to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see. Interesting. Okay, I got an idea. Make this a part of the airport here. All right. Well, I don't know how to feel about this potentiality here, because this will definitely be a let's this will definitely be something we'll have to take a look at here. Let's move that here, right? So let's grab. Oh wow, look at all the race tracking that I have. Okay, let's try something here. We might fail it, but this might be a little bit weird, but we will get into it. This will be a considerable situation. If I'm going to be honest, it will most definitely be a considerable situation. Grab this, Control H it to this building. Grab this, Control H it to this building. Grab this, Control H it to this building. Grab Control H. Grab Control H. Grab Control H. Okay. Cool. Now we'll delete this. Why am I deleting that, you're asking? Well, it's relatively simple. Let's grab this, and we're just gonna like raise this entire thing up here. It's gonna be an interesting concept, what I'm about to do, but I will say this will probably work out a little better in the terms of cargo. Slope too steep. Why is the slope too steep, I wonder? Let's just raise up a lot of this, and we'll fix it coming in to this, right? Slope too steep. Why is the slope too steep? Why? Why is the slope too steep? This is definitely not too steep. Let's hit the reset water to sea level here. There we go. Now a lot of these waterways are going to need to reset and all the other jazz, but that's fine. Let's see about doing that now. It was because there was water. That's how it was. That's what it was. Okay, stop. So we've now got our... Oh, that's a little wonky. A little sideways wonky. We don't want that sideways wonky, so let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, hold on. We know where we were going to place that. Trust me when I tell you this is all going to be part of the plan. Okay, cool. There we go. See, now it is straight. Now it is 100% straight, and look, it's not too bad, right? So now we have the cargo airport. So let's now take this and let's grab this, click it down to there, and we will flatten this out back to where it should be, because there's a reason we want it flat over here. All right. All right. Now we've got the small cargo airport over here. The reason behind that is we can move now big cargo from this area. So now what we'll do is we'll take this and go to for city skylines, make sure we've got that, and now we'll grab that and we will just put that right there in a motional loop like there. Keep going straight, keep going straight. Now stop. There we go. Now, here's where this is going to get wild. That's fine. That works out the way that it works out. And that works, right? Cool, 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 cool. Okay, actually, no, not some stuff. We'll make this look better. That didn't look too bad. That did not look too well. That did not look too good at all. Like dead ass. Did not look good. There we go. That looks much better. Now we've got industry down here. We've got industry growing in down here. We don't need them to leave. So what we need to do is we need to put just a solid amount of water piping down. All right, we've got water piping. Let's build us a power plant. What type of power plant do we want down here? That's fine. We'll take an advanced coal. We'll do an advanced coal plant, and we'll put that somewhere. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out where we're going to put this. Well, actually, let's... I can't build that there? That's unfortunate. Can't build that there. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can build that there. Just gotta maneuver some stuff around. There we are. We got an advanced coal plant right there. We'll actually put more than one. Oh, no, we'll just do one. Pause. We'll go ahead and connect this up too, so that way people can start using it. Which works because, you know what? It does work because people can access this freely right now because there is an exit. There is an exit that has been accessible. So, it works. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what else we got going on. All these places need water. All these places need power. We've got this. We definitely need this to be a 2-lane road. So let's grab this, right? We kind of want to raise... So here's the deal. Right. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of want... There we are. Perfecto. The reason we're doing that, now we'll take this and we would just straight up connect it to right there. This is going to be odd, so let's straighten that out. Straighten that out a bit. There we go. So we are going to upgrade this. No, we can't. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's redo this. That's an unfortunate circumstance. Perfect. Look at that. Actually kind of looks good. Now, what we'll do here is we will then take this one. And we'll take this one. And we'll do that there. And then we will make this a custom. And we will make it also a slope. So now we have multiple ways of going. So let's fix this real fast. There and there. Right. There and there. Control S. Right. Now, we only want people going that way. Why do we only want people going that way? Well, because we're going to do something here. We'll do something and it'll look good. I promise. Bring that back a bit, bring that back a bit, and bring that back a bit. Cool. Now it's a cool looking intersection. Now, let's grab this part, and we'll just take this to the front, and then we'll just angle that out right so, right there. Now, we're going to want to come on out here. One, two. Right there. Cool. Now, let's grab that, and we'll just tie that into there. Very aggressive kind of a turn here, which is fine. Which is fine. There we go. Perfect. Kind of aggressive turn. Again, just a kind of aggressive kind of turn here. There we are. Not so aggressive. Not so aggressive of a turn. Not so aggressive. There we go. Not so aggressive of a turn. There we are. So now let's grab that and we will straighten it. And we need to upgrade. Just change some ways around here and we'll need to do this again. There we go. Okay. Let's slope this a little bit. There we are. So now we're going downward on a trend. So now we've got people going that way, and then everything will go just as smooth, right? Everything will go just as smooth. Custom stretch, make it a slope. Okay. You'll stay straight, you'll stay straight, you will stay straight, you will stay straight, you will stay straight, and you will stay straight. Alright, so check that out. So Control S, Control S, Control S. When you get here, you'll pick your lanes and you'll go. That's how you'll stay, right? When you get over here, you'll pick your lane and you'll go and you'll stay, right? So now, we need to make it giveaways. Because, yeah, these need to be yields. They need to yield. Yield to things. Yield to the vehicles trying to maneuver out and in, right? So trying to maneuver in through. You're trying to come out. Yeah, I get it. It might cause some traffic issues, and if it does, we'll fix that. But, yeah. Anyway. Now, what? We've got a slight problem, right? So we need to solve this problem. So let's give ourselves a little space there to solve the issue. Let's take, we've got a bunch of space there. So let's take a 1, 2, 3. Let's take a road right there, right? Now, let's, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to take and just go like this. Now, 1, 2, 3. Right there. Cool. Now, let's grab that tool, right? So now, we are going to want a way for vehiculars to go this way. Perfect. So now we've got to do this, right? Straighten it out a little bit. Pull it back a little bit. There we go. Right? Straighten that out a bit. Remove that. That way there. Alright, now, there we go. So now everybody's going to come into that lane because there's only one lane here. Unfortunately, this is a lane that goes both ways, and there's only going to need to be one. That's why we're only guessing for one. So now we're going to need to go ahead and do a 2x lane here. So let's go to my regulars. 3x2. Upgrade. Nobody is going to be maneuvering into this lane, right? Because nobody's going to be coming from this way because we've already got one from over here. So we're going to do this again, right there, and right there. Oops, no. No. No, no, no. Whoopsie. Problem. We want a custom. There we go. Custom. Sweet. Now, we definitely also need this to happen. Oh, no, we actually don't. Considering it's just those spots. Okay. Let's make this worth it. Here, we'll just do this, and then this way to that way. Right? Now, we'll come here, we'll do this, and we'll make this lane both a travel and a straight. Planning ahead for the future, ladies and gentlemen. Planning ahead for the future is always key. Every time you need to make sure you plan ahead when it comes to this game, because this game will throw you through a loop every time. This game will throw you through a loop every single time it has the chance. It will. It'll attempt it, and it'll wear you down. This is a little steep, so we're gonna give it a grade. There we go. The Move It mod is an amazing mod. I love it. It allows me to do stuff like that, and allows me to do good things like that. Okay, so now we've got this, right? And we got some industrial going in. So that's good, right? So now we have a cargo airport, but this also has a train station connected to it. I like that. I like that a lot. I like the fact that it has a train station connected to it, because this will serve not only as an airport, but also a train hub. It'll work. It will do what it needs to do. It will be the hub for here. Plus, we have 2 more train hubs over here off the port. The port also has train hubs. Like it'll do what it needs to do. Okay, so we've got this, right? So now we need to make sure we have water. Water is key to the situation at hand. It's relatively simple. We'll just place it all the way down the road. And we will just connect the way we need to. And there we go. Perfect. We have water. Now, let's keep going. So now we have water. We need power. We're going to need power to this place. We can't do anything that's in the air because obviously you won't be able to. So we'll do another power generator. And I guess we'll just have to connect it up. We'll just have to connect it up via... some... Ooh, no. Let's grab the Move It mod here. Control H. So there. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. So we will definitely need a radar. Well, no, we have a radar. We have a radar with this. This is fine. This is it's just part of the air traffic control for the Lumina Bay International Airport. That'll work out. That'll work out the way it'll work out. Perfect. Part of the span of control, I guess, is what that would be called. Of the International Airport. Works out. Okay. So we have an airport here. Let's go ahead and fast forward through this real fast. We've got power, we've got grid, we've got water. Everybody has power and water. We're good. Let's watch just to see how things move and play here. These are already building into the areas that they need to. Petroleum, plastics. We are going to want to make another move here. We're going to want to make another move here, and that's fine. We'll make another move here. That's 100% fine. We can make as many moves as we humanly want. Right, so let's build a... we are definitely going to want a double lane for this. And what this is basically going to be is relatively simple. This is going to be a Alright, this is basically going to be a giant roundabout. Okay, let's grab our road here. The reason we're going to do it like that, and we need to pull this back some to allow for a little bit more control. Alright, and last but not least, we're going to want a large warehouse up here. So we're going to have one. We're going to have one large warehouse right there. Unique factory product. We have unique factory. Right? We have 4 unique factories. Now we have a way for them to get in here. Right? So now what we want here is everybody's going to be going into here. So in there. Right? And you know what? We will do 2 lane. This lane 3x2. Right? Straight lane, straight lane. Right? Last but not least, we're going to want everybody. Oh wait, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea here. That's a very, very good idea here. Alright, there we go. We'll have a unique factory there that will allow for building. And then we'll put more regular industry throughout here. So we'll just do this. We'll take it from there. We'll take it to there. And we'll just kind of pepper it. No, I want it to be from there to there. There we go. Perfect. Gridded goods is what this is going to be. Gridded good production. Perfect. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that we don't want anything, as I said before, we do not want anything on this road. So we need to grab the this tool. Perfect. Okay, the reason we're doing it like that is because this is looking a little weird when it comes to the zoning. So we'll go ahead and fix the zoning. Turn off the road grid line. We're going to want to just make this look kind of good here. Kind of maneuver this a little. There we go. Perfect. Maneuver this in to make that straight. Perfect. Now we got some straight areas that and perfect. Now we're good. Now, let's go ahead and last but not least do that here. At least to about right there, just to make it uniform. Look to it, and then do that there. Grab it from there to there. Perfect. Look at that. That looks really neat. Let's go ahead and also cut down on that part of it too, and we'll just go ahead and from there. Cool. Cool. Now, fill in the blanks, basically. And that is what we do. Perfect. So now we've got Julia Walker Street, which we won't call this Julia Walker Street. We'll call this something different. But we've got more industry that are happy, right? So let's fix the intersections to obviously make them a little straighter, because we definitely need them straighter. There we go. Cool. Check that out. Cool. Okay. Delete. Keep this running. Actually, yeah. Delete. Keep these running. You guys will run through. It's going to be one of those things. Delete, run through, delete. Right? Delete, run through, delete. No, don't run through. Delete. Perfect. Now, delete those. Delete the crosswalks. Everybody hates crosswalks in their industrial complexes because crosswalks are stupid. They're not stupid in the sense of, it's just, they're stupid in a oh, Dutch, welcome to the stream there, buddy. You've recently downloaded City Skylines. Fantastic. You are more than welcome to take some of the advice that I have when it comes to building roads and such. But welcome to the stream, Dutch. How's everything going today? Shit. Delete that. Fuck, I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean that. No. Damn it. That's not good. Actually, that's fine. That's actually fine. That's actually 100% fine because I can just do that there. Delete. That's fine. It's 100%. No, it's not fine. Damn it. Finally the weekend. Hell yeah, it's finally the weekend. Damn it, that's not good. I didn't mean to do that. Can I fix that is the question. Can I fix it? Give me the road marker. Maybe it's what I need to do. Delete the... Yes. Damn it. Ugh. Alright, hold up. Sorry about that. Oh, that's just gonna be the problem there, isn't it? It is awesome, but sometimes it's a pain when you try to do things like add in for okay. City Skylines 3-way. Let's do it like that. Alright, so grab it there, and then there and there, right? There, there, and there. Okay. There, 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 and there. There, and there. Ooh, no, wait. Trailing. There we go. Trailing lane. There we go. There. There and there and there. Okay, cool. And then there. Oh, wait, no. We don't want you turning. You're not going into turn. My day is going fantastic. We're going to be streaming for about 1 more hour. I say 1 more hour. We're going to be streaming for about 1 more hour, and then we're going to turn around and probably do a Helldiver stream. That's a very confusing looking intersection, but it... Very confusing looking intersection, but that is how it's going to have to be. Let's turn... Set up a time traffic light here, right? And we'll set up a yield sign on those 2 roads so that way everybody yields. Yeah, we'll probably be doing a Helldiver stream today. Like I said, we're in day 4 of the we're in day 4 of the Illuminate invasion that is currently taking place, and I will say, without a shadow of a doubt, we definitely are. We're definitely in up shit creek without a paddle on that one. It's just we 100% are going to be getting invaded into Super Earth at some point in time. Now, whether or not I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And we will be streaming. I will be streaming when that happens. It's just one of those things. It's like, anyway, it's an interesting concept. Oh man, that's why people are moving in here. That's oof. Let's go ahead and just delete this for now. We're gonna delete this, and we're gonna delete these because we're not anywhere close to being done. That's 100% why that was happening. Is we weren't getting people back here is because everybody was moving into the upfront purse. So, yep. We should start seeing... Man, you guys just don't know when to quit. Oh... That's why you don't know when to quit. Uh-oh. Have I tried? No, I have not. I'll be buying the game soon enough. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's tough. Oh no. Uh-oh. The fishing market has or the fishing area has became a waterlogged area. So let's grab the marquee. Let's grab everything in this general vicinity. So there. And then we'll control H it to this. Now let's grab this tool. Get there, right? Brush size, do up to 30. Just kind of do it up. Get everything squared away. The tunnel is full of water, so they're trying to close off the tunnel, like the tunnel just flooded. And so that's crazy. There we go. Much better now. Much better now. All right, now things won't flood. Yeah, so what I've been told, Dutch, is that City Skylines 2 is a lot of glitchiness still, and just has a lot of weird things happening to it, and they're fleshing it out. I've been following it. That's part of the reason why I'm sticking with this. Is I've got a lot of established stuff at the moment. Like I've got major cities that I've built that are cities that I haven't built on stream, just cities that have 2, 3, 400,000 people in them, and I've got a lot of mods on here. So like I've got everything established on here, and you know, I just don't. I love this game. I love the City Skylines 1. And I love the fact that they built City Skylines 2, but I also I don't necessarily. Why are you guys doing that? That is not what you guys need to be doing. Interesting. Anyway, I love City Skylines 1. Do not get me the wrong way. And there's just now you guys are like, there's not enough workers. Bro, there's 138,000 people in this city. Yes, it actually does. The mods on this game, I have a lot of modded stuff with this game. I'll show you my mod list here. Because I've got vehicle selector, which helps you select vehicles, emergency lights, intersection marking, rendering it. The Find It mod, so this mod that's down here, ambient sounds, 81 tiles, network anarchy, just makes that better. Infinite demand, which I do not use currently, it's turned off. Let's make sure we've got the autosave. Yeah, every 30, we'll do it every 30. Every 30 minutes. Okay. Sorry. I don't know why autosave was turned off. No infinite demand, which is turned off. Node controller, that's turned on. Unlimited trees is on. Surface painter, optimized outside connection. So what this does is just kind of disables dummy traffic. I don't want ships. I mean, actually, I could probably turn ships back on. Honestly, now that we're like bigger, I could probably turn ships back on. Landscaping tools, different brushes, first person cam, move it mod, which is awesome. Roundabout builder, railroad crossing, and then Harmony, which is Harmony is basically makes like 95% of the mods that I have work. Harmony is one of them hell of an awesome mod. And just like that, we're running out of workers. Like the workers here, like people are causing issues, but we'll get workers in time. A lot of what mod? I'll be honest with you, I don't know that one. I'll be honest. I don't know what QQLF means. I'll be honest that I play these games, but I also don't really know quality of life. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you're good. No, okay, yes, yes. I have a lot of quality of life mods, like the TMP. Yeah, a lot of quality of life when it comes to. No, you're good. You're fine. You're good, bro. Yeah, I have quality of life. I'm always on the hunt for more mods when it comes to this game. Because it's actually relatively stable as long as the mods don't interact with other mods and mess up. Actually, is a relatively stable mod. Like all this landscaping that I did here, all this landscaping, yeah, wouldn't have been possible without the landscaping mod. Just all this landscaping here that I've done would not have been possible with any of the mod. Like, yeah, it's just, yeah, they are absolutely 100% amazing. They really are. I did a park. Um, well, get with me sometime. We'll go through some, like, as you can see, I've built a little commercial area that's kind of looking good and kind of good, and then um get with me sometimes. And what are you guys doing? Oh no, I just now noticed this is now a problem. Why is this such a problem? I'm wondering what. Water, where's the water coming from? Did a water main break or something? I've got that. Uh, like, where'd all this water come from? Let's see if it works itself out. Why are you guys not flowing? Why are you guys not flowing? What's you're on giveaway. That's why you're on giveaway. Go, flow into the intersection, homie. What are you guys doing? Flow in. There you go. I didn't think I this. It's been so long since I've actually built. It's been like 10 episodes since I built this intersection. Like, hi, Alex. How are you? Map name? But this is the one of the vanilla maps. I believe it's Hanmu Bay. Um, Hanamu, Hanamu Bay. It's one of the vanilla maps. This is not a custom map by any means. It's just I'm just building it to build. Uh, I want to say this is the. I want to say it's Hanmu Bay. We'll look. We'll look, and I will post it in the. I'll post it. I don't. I wish I knew how to fix or see that. City statistics, maybe? No. You can see where the major disaster hit. This is when the disaster hit. I just happened to look at population changes. It went from 60,000 down to less than or 8,000, and then back up to 63, and it is now currently sitting at 139. Yeah, so Dutch, for reference, it's on my YouTube. It may have expired already on my Twitch, but it is on my YouTube. We had a massive level like 8 tsunami come through and destroy the city, completely wipe it off the map. And it was like episode 7 or 8. We're on 17. It was like 10 episodes ago. It was either episode 7, 8, or it was one. It was right there around episode like the 10s or the 11s in that area. Um, we started out in 2025. It is currently 2116. So, wow, that's a fucking long time for this city to grow. Uh, let's there we go. There you can see we had some small disasters. We had about 24 casualties from a small tornado. Yeah, I'm sorry, Alex. I will figure that out and I will let everyone know. I'll post that. And we had another tornado. We had another tornado. 61 casualties. We had a small little sinkhole, and then immediately we had 152 casualties from a major tsunami, which at the time we had 60,000. Yes, I have every DLC, Dutch. I have every single DLC. The map name? No, that's the city name. Alex, that is the city name. Lumina Bay is the city that I'm building. That's this city. It's a fictional city of the state that I live in. So that's what this is named. Unless this is actually a map, which I don't know how that works. It's definitely not. Lumina Bay. Which map is it, Dutch? It's one of the vanillas. It's one of the vanillas. I know that it's one of the vanillas. I just don't know what this is. This is the city of Lumina Bay. This is like it's a fictional city that I'm doing based on where I live in the state of in the United States. So it's Alabama. So we're doing it's kind of like a fictional city where we kind of just like in this area. This deletes like Orange Beach. This may be it. Yeah, that may be what this is. Like I said, I have DLC. I have all the DLCs. It's one of the DLC map. I will, like I said, I will look whenever this is done because I will be able to tell. And we've got a. You guys are all stopping. Why are you all stopping here? That's why. Go, go. Everyone needs to go. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Just everybody flow through. With Apple. Apple Bay? Is it Apple Bay? Is it Apple Bay? Might be Apple Bay. It might be Apple Bay. Yeah, it might be Apple Bay. I'll tell you, it might be called Apple Bay. Like I said, I will check and I will make sure to post that into the description of the stream on my YouTube. I will upload that. I upload these Lumina Bay streams onto my YouTube, so I will make sure it's posted onto my YouTube. I'll get that done tonight. So that way people know. You guys seem to have run out of your... Ooh, what are you guys doing? Too few services. Okay, that is a good idea, or a good point, I guess. It's a good point. We do need a fire department down here. We do need a fire station, so... Where is my industrial fire station? There it is. Let's look for a place to put the industrial fire station. I think I'm going to do it right, like, We'll put the industrial fire station right here in the bend. Come here. There we go. Industrial fire station right in the bend. We'll make sure we have the hazmat truck. There we go, hazmat truck. All right. Then we also want to do a police station. Let's do a... I have an industrial police station too. Just don't remember where I put... There it is. And we'll just put the mobile command. Yep, we'll put the mobile command. So, because these are big buildings, they require big things. They're they're building things right now, so that's good. A lot of people are running low on, these are workers, running low on workers. We're also going to put a small clinic out here because... That's required, and actually, no, we're not going to put a clinic. We'll go for a better asset here, and we'll go for an ambulance station. Funeral home. Where is my ambulance station? There it is. Ooh, that's pretty big. Go for an ambulance station, a fire department ambulance station. We'll put the red fire department ambulance. There we are. So now we have the services here. Let's also do this while I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and knock on a little tower, and we'll add 2 evacuation points down here, so that way people can evacuate should we have any major disasters. Because we did learn that. We learned that quickly, one of our last streams, that evacuation is definitely needed when Tsunamis come because people get killed. We had a major, but it's archived on my YouTube right now. It was bad. It was a bad situation. And looking here, so what we need to do is we need to send this street. We need to make this high priority. There we go. We made that street high priority. So now everybody has and you see the minute we did services, people are starting to upgrade their buildings. Like all the services down here are starting to upgrade buildings. You guys are just getting nuts over here. What are you guys doing? No, 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 no. What are you guys doing? There we go. If you're going to turn, you do it in the U-turn. Like, if you're going to do a turn, you do it in the U-turn lane. You don't... And as you guys can see, we are doing fantastic on the traffic-wise right now. It's really busy, but very busy. Very, very, very busy. And just like that, our demand for workers is gone up, but our demand for industry has also gone up. We need to do more unique factories. I'm going to make this a kind of a unique factory plus peppering here. What are you guys doing? Like... What are you guys doing? Like, this is not a U-turn area. We're not here for U-turns, homie. Like, this is not what we're doing here. This is... Alright. Okay. There you go. We'll, solve that problem right now. There you go. You guys can deal with that the way you want. But we will definitely not be doing U-turns there. You guys need to do U-turn. If you're going to do U-turns, you're going to use this lane to do U-turns. Like, there's not... Yeah, that's... Alright, have a good one, Dutch. I'm sorry, I apologize that the stream is not... as engaging. Apologies, buddy. Have a good one there, bud. Cargo planes. It's funny, they use the 747 cargos in this thing. I'm like, really, bro? What are you doing over here? Forgot to clean a little bit of a spot. Jesus, just the amount of traffic moving over here. Where are you guys coming from is the question. Like, you guys are coming from... What are you guys doing? There we go. Much better. Much better. Oh, that explains why we haven't gotten any trains lately. trains dropped to absolutely 0 because we haven't actually... We don't actually have the trains connected right now, which is pretty funny. There we go. The trains are now connected. I'm confused. That's funny. This needs to be a sloping... There we go. That needs to be a slope. And we'll do this a slope as well, so that way trains don't have to hit that weird bump. We should start seeing trains moving throughout the areas now, like, dead honest, we should start seeing trains. We're receiving so much cargo plane traffic. It is honestly really good right now. We're receiving so much cargo train traffic. Just cargo planes, just all the cargo planes are moving throughout this entire area. Like, no passengers, no nothing, just active cargo. Like, great. We're getting a thunderstorm, which is good. Let's clean this up. I didn't recognize this was a problem until just now. We don't like trees in our interchanges. Or at least I don't like trees in my interchanges. This interchange is... yeah, we'll move the trees there too. That's actually a really cool looking interstate exit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Alright. Make sure that... We are running good now, ladies and gentlemen. Just running decent. Running smooth. Must have been a fire down here. There's some fire trucks. Oh boy, you guys are stopping. We don't need you guys stopping. We don't want you guys stopping. We don't want you guys stopping. And we also don't want you guys stopping. No. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. We need some trash down here. We need some trash pickup. Do some trash picking up here. Got some trash trucks moving through. Nice and slow. Okay, I can tell this is going to be a problem. This little intersection is going to be a large problem, and I'm going to tell you that what can we do here to fix this? Just watching for a minute, just to try to figure out what the move would be to do here. And that's simple. I can see that's a problem. And I'll be honest, we really don't need to put any more down here. There's just a lot of traffic throughout here, right? A lot of traffic through here. Lots of traffic. Lots of traffic through here that we don't need to be putting down here. Just a lot of traffic down here we don't need to put through here anymore. There's a lot of traffic. Why are you guys stopping here? Because I failed to determine 2 crucial items. I failed to do this. That was dumb of me. That was dumb of me. That was really dumb of me. Alright. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay, people are going to start moving good now and kind of doing what they need to do here to try to maneuver in and out, in and out. We're got a lot of traffic building up. And they're just going to build the traffic-wise in here. Everybody's going to try to come this way because this is an exit. Yeah, it's just one of those exits. This is just one of those areas that there's always going to be a modicum of traffic here. That's crazy. Alright, so we're doing an industrial complex here. We're making the moves for the industrials because, yeah, well, we definitely need to. I want to know if I kind of want to know if a rotating, I want to know if I do kind of want to know if a roundabout would go good here. Would a roundabout go good here? I wonder. Would a roundabout go good here? Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on that. Let's do something here. Let's grab industrial roads here. City Skylines. Industry Road. Right. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's grab this here. And we'll grab this there. Now, let's grab this. 20. We'll make it a 3-lane highway. Highway with sound barrier. There we go. Now let's figure this one out. Let's make sure we get our lanes straightened and everything. Make sure we got our lanes straight. Make this look good. There we go. She looks decent. Now, okay. Right? So now we'll go here, right? This will turn in lane like that. There, 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 and then there, right? There, 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 and then there. Okay. Oh, wait. No, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. That's a reducer lane. That's a reducer lane. Alright, and then it's there to reduce, and then reduction, and then there, right? This goes there. Sorry about the dogs, everybody. I apologize. Dogs are a little nuts right now. Got some storms coming through the area I live in, and so all of my dogs have storm anxiety. So, all right. Now we need to do that the same here. So there's there, and then 2 reductions. See who wants to go where. And then last but not least, we need to do that here. How did we do that? That's how we did that. Okay. Let's play this. Let's play this and make this look neat. Clear, 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 right? We want you guys to give way. I want everybody on these routes to give way. Give way, give way, give way. Right? Everybody gives way to the middle, so to speak. Let's grab this. No walking path, no walking path, no walking path. Right? You guys are all in through. No walking path, no walking path, no walking path. No walking, no walking, no walking. Okay, so we've got no walking in this intersection now, and so we'll see just how much smoother this starts to run now. And look at that. Much smoother. Much, much smoother. And yeah, sometimes I'm not a propensate for... sometimes I'm not... I don't like roundabouts because I think in real life they're kind of stupid. Oop. Autosave. Take a drink of water. Hydration. And just like that, we suddenly now have a smoother moving intersection there. We'll probably do another roundabout right here. We'll probably do a bigger roundabout right here. Let's do a bigger roundabout. Let's do a 25. We'll do a 40. We'll do a not a 32. 40. 40. Do a 40 roundabout right there. We'll set this up just like the other one because I'm going to tell you this is probably going to cause the same amount of an issue when I start adding things in here into this area. So straight. Right? Pick your lane. So you go there, or you guys go there, you go there, you guys go there, right? Now, last but not least, you go there, and then you guys go there with a you go there and there. Okay, now grab this, there, there. All right. Give us a concrete interior in here. Just nothing fancy. Just the amounts of what we need. Cool. Now let's, last but not least, change. And we'll go ahead and make everybody give way to the middle. Everybody gives way to the middle. And that's how we do it. Perfect. And suddenly it flows better. Suddenly it flows better. It suddenly flows better. It does. It suddenly flows better. We'll let all the traffic kind of take itself into what their situation is. I see what you guys are trying to do. No, don't wait till your last minute to do that, because that will just cause me extra amounts of problems. I'll wait till the last minute to do it. Last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and align the roads, and we'll even back this up a bit. We'll back these off a bit. No, 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 what are you doing? Thank you. There we go. Everything's now running a lot smoother. Everything is now running a lot smoother with that on there. You guys are just not wanting to live. You're not wanting to live life, are you? What y'all got going on here? Oh, that's why. There's a stoppage. Oh, why are you guys not holding your position? You guys aren't just... Now check that out. There is a bit of a traffic jam going on right here, right now. That's because the amount of trucks that are maneuvering in and out of this airport is crazy. One other thing we need to connect here, and in hope to cut down on a little bit of the traffic. Traffic here. Just trying to cut down a little bit more traffic wise. And all right, so there's one thing we're going to have to do. We're coming up on our time to end. Let's go ahead and purchase these outer tiles. Reason we just did that, well, number one, give us a little bit more buildable space, right? We're not going to build any further than this. We'll do a couple of little towns up in here just to bolster the amount of people we have in the city. in the, in the save file. Those will be at the end. We're going to first dump all the trees like we always do. All the trees. Give me all the trees, fellas. We want all the trees. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees, but for some reason, these damn trees are speaking Vietnamese. Alright. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and clear out the trees from the intersection, because like I said, interchanges, we don't want trees in the interchanges. You want to see what you're coming into. In my opinion, that's the worst time. Like, if I'm going into an interchange and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, that's a, okay, I know what I need to do. I'm over here. Like, oh, that's a clover. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's do this. So we've got this. Now, let's make I just need to go straight from here. I just need a straight train tunnel from here to about here. Okay, now... Okay. So let's just, oops, no, just, okay, good, oh boy, yeah, that's fine, we'll fix that. Alright, now check that out. We've got a train tunnel. So now we should start seeing trains also being used to maneuver items out of this compound. Oh, no, we won't do that. We won't see that yet. You want to know why we won't see that? It's because, we didn't do this. Dummy. What a dummy, ladies and gentlemen. What a dummy. I never claimed to be the smartest of the bunch. Let me preference this. I never claimed to be the smartest of them all. Never once in my life do I claim that. Because me claiming that would be detrimental to my life. Because I am not the smartest. These are going to be some fully loaded trains, so we're going to need to make sure that these have long run-ups. And we're going to leave the train, the trees, because obviously... Wow, that's a wild prospect here. Let's slope that. There we go. Much better, not as steep. All right. Now that the trains are in plain view and able to work, we should start seeing trains producing out of this here building. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and... We didn't do much. We did about 3 hours worth of work, which was installing a new industrial area, a new industrial airport, and finishing some minor changes here in the airport's system. We're going to go ahead and end the stream for today. We're going to take about a 30-minute break, and then we're going to do some Helldivers. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching we will see you guys later.